That's delicious.
A lot of meat on
A lot of meat. It's Matt with America's Best Restaurants, and we're on the road to find restaurants that you need to eat at on a weekly basis. Today, we're in London, Kentucky, at the Butcher's Pub, a great Irish-themed restaurant that's gonna feed us some amazing food, including this giant cookie and awesome Reuben. Let's go check it out. Okay, we're inside, and as I said outside, we are not going to disappoint. Butcher's Pub, London, Kentucky. Josh, what's going on?
Number 3, we're here.
Number 3, brother. So we're gonna talk about the restaurant as we go. We've got 6 items here. I'm gonna have to save that cookie for last because I have a feeling if we start there, it's just gonna go awry and I'm just gonna eat the whole thing. But I promised Sierra I would save her a bite.
Okay.
So first, let's start with fish and chips.
Sure.
We're in a pub. It seems fitting.
You gotta have fish and chips in a pub, so you're crunching into white flaky haddock.
Yep.
Some people like a little bit of malt vinegar on it, some don't. It's beautiful fish, really complex. Hush puppies, the sidewinder fries again,
Yep.
house-made tartar.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
You're living up to the name.
It's a Guinness batter.
Okay.
So we kind of throw that in. Not a lot of people drink Guinness around here.
Yeah.
Irish pub, you would think they would come in and grab a Guinness, but we at least get the Guinness.
So we got the Guinness, fish and chips, little hush puppies. I grew up going to North Carolina a lot. My mom, their hush puppies are big down there. So I'm looking forward to those. Next, we've got a sandwich that my dad is gonna be jealous because he is all about sandwiches like this. What do we have here?
All right, so this is our corned beef Reuben.
He loves
And
Reubens.
Just like the Reuben egg rolls you had earlier, we got corned beef, sauerkraut. That's a mix. It's grilled together. Add the Swiss cheese to it. A little Vlad sauce, marble rye bread. Explosion of flavor, right?
That is legit.
Yeah.
Luis, one of our hosts, has a term, certified legit.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what he was on when he created it, but I think he might have had this already. That's amazing. We got the sidewinder fries again.
Sure.
So now we're gonna go to the wings.
Yeah.
What kind of wings do you guys have here for me? This looks like a barbecue.
Yep, so this is a barbecue. It's got a little sweet, smoky flavor to it. We do our wings a little bit different. We actually season them and bake them before we flash fry them. So they're already cooked. Get a little bit of crisp on the outside.
That's delicious.
A lot of meat on
A lot
the
of
wing.
meat. Not a little tiny wing like some places.
Yeah.
So talk about the process of making these again.
Yeah, so we get them in, go through the clean process, season them, bake those at about 500 or so for a little bit. They come out, they're cooked, and then we portion them out and just, as they're ordered, drop them in, get a little crisp on the outside.
That's delicious. That's not something you see a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, now we gotta go to desserts.
Okay.
A little cheesecake.
Cheesecake with a little caramel drizzle.
Are you guys known for your cheesecake?
You know, we just started desserts. We're about 2 months into it, so we're still trying to play around. You have the Irish waffle at the last. That was our first. We've had it for a while.
That waffle's amazing.
Everybody needs a good cheesecake, so we're still playing around, trying to figure out what we want to do with the cheesecake to make it unique.
That's good.
Yep.
What I can imagine is coming here with my wife and kids, and one of us would have to get the cookie, the cheesecake,
Try 'em all.
a couple waffles, and then we would just share.
Yep.
What other desserts are on the menu?
And you have the cookie skillet.
Okay.
Traditionally comes in a cast iron skillet. We put it on a plate for you today, just so you could get the full effect. Yeah, like the drip.
Oh my goodness. So tell us about the restaurant, because you've got, while I enjoy this, talk about the atmosphere. We've got pool back here, we've got a spot for music, we've got dancing.
Yeah, so this is the largest of the 3 pubs, and it was initially, I guess, 20, 30 years, it was Bob's shoe store in downtown London. London has done a lot. London is a small, big city with a lot of growth. They're constantly doing things. So we wanted to be a part of that. We put the pub in. We did our traditional narrow pub feel on this side with the booths. We had a lot of space left over on the other side, so we got the garage door. We do our live music there, kind of a cool backdrop, and just had extra space, so we wanted to utilize that as an event space. Turned into a pool room, dart room. People go back there and hang out, just kind of boxed off from the rest of the pub.
What I love also is the booths. How you're secluded, you're private, you got a little quaint space to relax and enjoy some food with your family.
Absolutely.
And you've got a full bar. Mm-hmm. What are some of the big drinks here? The locations vary on what people drink, or is it pretty similar?
Yeah, so the type of beer that the patrons drink, they vary from place to place. So you'll have your Mick Ultra drinkers here, you'll have your craft beer drinkers here. The cocktails we try to keep those consistent. Yeah. But like most places, if a customer walks in and they say, hey, I want this, if the bartender doesn't know how to make it, Google does, so we'll figure it out. But we keep a really good bourbon selection, good tequila selection, a little bit of rum, a little bit of gin, the good mixture, so that we can create pretty much any cocktail that you want.
What I like in Kentucky is we have the Bourbon Trail.
Absolutely.
But I think we now have the Butcher's Trail, because this place is amazing, and you could just go right down the road to the next one and then go over to the mountains and get to see a great part of Kentucky. Born and raised, America's best restaurant started in Northern Kentucky. So we get to come down here to our roots and try amazing food at 3 places.
Awesome.
Well, hey, that's all we got. You guys all got to. Okay, so that wraps it up, and you all got to go, because Sierra has this false impression she's getting some of this. I got to run off camera and eat it all. We'll see you on America's Best Restaurants.